As you know, the JK producing the tire from the 2-3 wheelers which is about 1.5 to 2 kilo, to we are going to about 2.5 to 3 tons OTR. All segments of the tire, all we are catering the needs of the different section of the mobility. Now today's launch, as you know, this India is a growing, and it is going to grow up to 2060. And 1947 to 2047, the centennial year, we want to be developed countries. And the infrastructure is one of the key criteria. And for the infrastructure development, really speaking, whether it is a port, seaport, or the airport, or the highways, and everywhere you require these construction equipments, the OTR is playing a very important role in that. Considering the requirement of the stringent, as the bullet trains are coming, as you all of you are aware of it, we require different types of the tire. Whether JK Tire is one of the leader, we are already supplying to the L&T such type of the product there itself. And also we have a plan, near futures. Today we are making the fabric to the steel belted to the all steel OTR tire as well. And today's launch is actually the four the major segments. Especially the number one segment is, what I call, I hope all of you get the replay, the new launch that moves actually, first the new launch is 117.5 to 2005 available size, 23.5 to 25. And this is the advanced the log geometry with a durable compounds, as the tire requires, really is considering three factors. One is the materials and compounds, second is the design, and third is the manufacturing. These tires are designed to cater the needs of the four such segments. Very clear. Now I can try to see the brief about the product.
So this we have introduced. We already had this wheel loader tires. We have introduced a new range of tires, looking into new OEM entries into India. In order to meet their demand of higher traction and better fuel efficient tires, so we have introduced GTL Plus range, which is highly trade optimized to give better traction, and special compounds have been also given to optimize the tire life. And this GTL Plus is now available in two. One is wheel loader, then the other is the backhoe loader, right? And apart from that, we have also introduced a underground mining tire. Now this is for their shuttle cars, right? You can see the picture. This is a picture of a shuttle car. Shuttle car is basically after the blasting is done, the material is carried in that LSD or the load hole dump. Now it puts to this transporter. Shuttle car basically transports so that it has a conveyor and directly unloads to the pit area. So this is especially again because it is underground mining, so it needs the trade person to be robust to provide additional cut and damage protection. So the lugs have been optimized in such a way that it gives not only traction, it also provides better cut and chip resistance, and special compound formulation also given in this to improve the cut resistant capability. So this is about the shuttle car tire, and this is a new range of tires we are introducing. This is primarily for the AWPs, aerial work platforms, or you call it boom lifts and all that, right? So this category of tires requires a complete different perspective. One is that the basic requirement of the such customers is stability, particularly if person is working in a height, the equipment or the tire has to provide that kind of a stability. So we have designed it in such a way that we have given broader logs. You can see these logs which are quite broad, and the width of the tire also gives the stability to the machine. And normally these tires are foam filled, and foam filled primarily when you have cuts and damages or punctures, there is a chance of getting equipment get unstable, then accident can happen. So we have also provided extra protection on the sidewall to any damages or cuts are there, so there is a thick extra sidewall is also provided, so that damages are not there or accidents are not there. So we have utmost care has been taken that inside the cavity also, because it needs foam filling, it also needs to have optimize the the foam which is required to be filled. So that can also minimize the cost for the user. So the low the foam is consumed. So this is additional benefit in this tire. So optimize. So this is a new category for us. So we are currently what we are showing is one size, but there are 5 other sizes that also being introduced to India market. Currently, most of the equipments are currently imported, but slowly OEMs are trying to localize here. So we see a lot of
Potential.
opportunity going forward.
How smart are you guys?
Sorry.
What are the technologies in your bag?
Yeah. See, we are we are at the forefront of when we would talk about technology. Not only we are investing on the tires, we are also investing on technology side. We have already launched our smart tires. Sir can talk more about it.
Let me be very clear. See, there are the 3 change driver in the industry. Number 1 is what I would like to say that environmental challenges and the sustainability and circularity, all of you are aware of it as a people concerned. So we are first things we are considering how our product will be sustainable to meet the future requirement, including for the government, national, internationally, for sustainable circularity, they are bringing out lot of legislation and regulation. So they have to follow that one. One side is the requirement from the government and the OEM requirement, not only for the domestic market as well as for the international market. Now, in case of a sustainable circularity, JK Tyre, we are following the 7R strategy. What is 7R strategy? First thing is reduce. We are continuously weight reduction, so the material saving, your greenhouse gas emission saving. Then redesign the process, redesign the product, redesign everything. Then reuse. That means whatever the materials, whether we can recycle, reuse the material. And renewable, regenerate. So we are following 7R strategy. So JK Tyre is the first tire company in India. We have launched a passenger tire radial with 80% sustainable material. What is 80% sustainable material? Number 1 is as you know that tire industry, about 80% is the petrochemical based material. Now today we are considering instead of synthetic rubber, biosourced rubber. Natural rubber is sustainable. We are getting the silica from rice husk. We are using the soybean oil, make all natural product, so that your greenhouse gas emissions will be less. We are the first tire company who got the ISCC plus certification. That's the international, the carbon credit certification, ISCC plus certification in India first. And we are the material transition. We are also working with the petrol-based material to the non-petrol-based material. Then we have the energy transition. That is a non-renewable to renewable. We are about 60% of our energy we are getting from the renewable sources, solar and wind. Our Chennai, the Vikrant, the Laksar, all these plants, really we are using. Gradually we have a plan by 2030, the 50% carbon neutrality, by 2050, 100% carbon neutrality against the government of India 2070. So this is the second point, that is the material transition, energy transition. Third is the waste transitions. Now we are considering optimizing the energy efficiency, optimizing the water consumption. JK Tyre, one of our plant, is the world lowest 2 kiloliter water consumption. Earlier it was when I joined is 22 liters per ton of production. Now it is reduced to 2. It is the world benchmark. So with the energy respecting the water consumption, these are the means and ways we are working towards the sustainability. Am I clear? Because the new technology, another emerging technology, the artificial intelligence, machine learning, 3D printing, IoT, the Internet of Things, all those things we are applying in our day-to-day, in developmental stage, including the production stage as well. We have already launched the sensor-based, the smart tire. When the tire is running, let me consider the time, the pressure generations, when the tire has to be changed, inflation pressure. This is a pneumatic tire. Total life of the tire depends on how you are maintaining the pressure inside the tire. So every month, let me consider passenger tire 2 to 3 psi a pressure loss. And this is one of the underinflation is a problem. You get a heat generation, tire failure. So the sensor will give you the idea what is the temperature inside, what is the pressure, when the tire has to be changes. So this is actually instead of manual, it is the sensor will tell you. Second point, we also consider the puncture guard tire. Earlier it is a tube type, now is a tubeless tire. Even though the puncture, so today we have a special materials inside the tire. Whenever there is a puncture, whether the nail and other, there is itself the self-inflation, that is the self-sealing tires. Am I clear? And we are also working with this has been applied in a passenger tires, such as light commercial vehicle, then commercial vehicle and OTR. This is the stage we are progressing. So the technology is considering, so far our, JK Tyre is the first tire company invested in R&D. All you are welcome to visit on Mysore. I hope some of you are visited. Either internationally, whatever may be the facility we have created here itself. And we are also addressing our testing requirement, because what is the needs of the legislation regulation. The government regulation is coming, that is considering called the EUDR, that European deforestation regulation. Natural lovers, you have to see that there is a deforestation, you cannot go the, so this is a very critical thing. So we are also working with the supply chain, so that we get the natural lover from the which is EUDR certified. Similarly, near futures, rolling resistance, the fuel efficiency, traction, there is the safety, and also the noise and vibration. As you know that we are IC engine 2, we are going hybrid, hybrid 2, we are going to the electrical vehicle. Electrical vehicle will come with the hydrogen fuel cell. Ultimately, the hydrogen fuel cell will come into the picture. Now, when you go transition from the the IC engine to hybrid to electrical vehicle, the tire requirement little bit different. Electrical vehicle battery weight, the tire will be wear faster, about 20% less life. So we are, without sacrificing the life, how can tire give the full life? That also considering. And when there is no engine, there is no engine noise. The total noise will come, vibration will come from the tire. We are considering whether the less noisy tire. And we have, I think some visit, we have a noise vibration completely, the vehicle noise, we can, tire noise, everything, we can measure it. So we have a facility in R&D, for the laboratory testing, in-house indoor testing, and outdoor testing. We have a indoor, as you know, the NAT tracks. The government of India making a test track. We have a full team sitting there itself. They are testing the tire on the road. Of the noise is considering whether the traction will be there, whether the fuel efficiency. Then we launch the tire. That is the process. And beside that, we also we are preparing for the future. As you know that this is called the tire wear rubber particles. When the tire wears, that is because you have 4 tires. Per year, per tire, 1 kg of tire wear out. And some of the fine particle going to the environment, some of the particle going to the underground water. Now we have a creating facility. What is this particle? How it is hampering the human beings or not? So such facility we are creating the first in India. In Natrix, we have just last month we have inaugurated one machine. So they are completely, another regulation is coming in Europe. That is when you new tire, you have a braking distance, and when the tire wear out, braking distance gradually increasing. So lot of road safety is considering. So there is a machine, we have a tire initially about 7.5 to 8 millimeter. Then we have to uniformly wear it to come to 2 millimeters. Then you get the traction. There is the full life of the tire, what is the increasing in the braking distance. Most of the road accident happen when the road is wear. When you're braking it, if it's not stopping the braking distance, the accident happens. So all these facilities, JK Tyre is first in India creating those things. So we are preparing ourselves to meet the legislation, regulation requirement for the domestic as well as in the export market.
Are you developing tires for electric off-road vehicles?
Yes. Everything. See, the question is what is ultimately.
It's already in the market.
No, already we have EV. We are the OEM suppliers in Tata Motors, Mahindra, for the electrical vehicles.